Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Namshar versus HeroMarine on Nightshade, the latter edition. Got this replay from Pig. If you don't know who he is, he's a random StarCraft 2 player. He casts a lot. You've probably seen him on professional casts, and he is amazing. A link to his YouTube channel and Twitch stream are in the description. Top left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Namshar from Infinity Gaming. And in the bottom right, it is HeroMarine. What the heck is that logo, HeroMarine? I don't recognize it. Well, it's everybody's favorite everything. La 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 la. It's Falcon casting and Googling stuff at the same time. So according to Wikipedia, HeroMarine currently plays for Mouse Esports. That's... Did they get a new logo? Whatever, it's fine. It's gonna be blue versus yellow here. I'm not entirely sure what this is from, to be honest with you, but I'm very happy that Pig was able to send out this replay pack. I'm happy to send traffic back his way. And yes, again, please follow his Twitch channel. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. He is a very, very, very fun caster. All right, so one Rex expand here from HeroMarine, 16, 18, 17. Here from Namshar, Overlord scouting. Well, this isn't actually, well, not scouting for proxies anyway. This one neither. Hold on a second, real quick. He's kind of looked for proxies, but I've seen other Zerg players like straight up looking over here with Overlords, looking down here with Overlords, but not interested. Not too concerned about proxies from HeroMarine, which I'm not sure he should feel safe about. HeroMarine is one of those Terrans that will proxy. Honestly, all Terrans will proxy. It's a really good way to get wins against Zerg, man. Who wants to play late game against Zerg if you're Terran? Not me. That's for sure. All right, so I thought I was on follow. Come back. We're on follow this Reaper's name. I'm actually out of Reaper names, you guys. Yikes. Got to get on that. Just put a Reaper name in the comment of any video. Put Reaper name, and then whatever the name is, you want a backstory, you can do that. You don't have to. And I'll attach it to here. But this guy's name is going to be Phil for this purpose, for the purposes of this particular cast. And we're going to do the dance. It is the forbidden dance. I was kind of surprised HeroMarine didn't send an SCV to block that third, like a lot of Elite Terran players will do. HeroMarine's great. Like, he is in that elite category for sure. I love how he's been doing the last couple of years especially. Big Gabe here, kind of killing it. But, yeah, you just send an SCV down, right? So you scout with the SCV to make sure it's not a pool first play, and then you send the SCV over here to block that third base, so the timing isn't as soon as the Zerg player wants it to be, and then Zerg players hate you. But HeroMarine, playing it blind, didn't send an SCV across, so he couldn't block the third base. He didn't know it was a 12 pool. It could have been a 12 pool, man. There is no worse feeling as a Terran player than when your Reaper's up here trying to do stuff, and there are Lings in here delaying your natural base because you don't have Hellions yet. It sucks. So, I mean, yeah, even players like Maru will SCV scout. Just be safe, man. Be safe out there in more ways than one. Be safe in your StarCraft games. Be safe in your personal life. If you're stuck in home because you're under quarantine or otherwise under a stay-at-home kind of an order from your government, well, I hear ya. It's boring, but hopefully these StarCraft casts will help get you through the weeks and however much longer this thing is going to be. I've been posting bonus casts. For those of you who don't know, I post StarCraft content every single day of the week. Some of you are into Brood War and StarCraft 2, but most of you, it seemed like, are one or the other. But I am trying to post a couple more StarCraft casts. Either StarCraft Brood War or StarCraft 2 casts every week. And in fact, I have an incredible game coming up tomorrow. It is a 1v1 TVT at the High Master level, and it is incredible. If you like Terran and you like TVT, even if you don't like TVT, seriously, tune in tomorrow. There will be a TVT between Fins and Fish Cakes. I've already cast the game and posted it. It's scheduled to come after this one. But seriously, watch it. It's going to come through and you're going to be like, ah, TVT, Tank Lines and Vikings. No. No, 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 no. There are no tank lines. It is aggressive all the way through. It is just murderous. It comes down to the wire at the very end. Hundreds of SCVs lose their lives. It's amazing. Please check it out. I'm already sad it's going to get like 2,000 views for some reason. Not for some reason, because you guys don't like stuff that's not pro, and you don't like stuff that is mirror matchup. It's just how it is. I understand it, but seriously, it's a great TVT. As an epic tag, trust the epic tag, please. Have I ever steered you wrong with the epic tag? Has there ever been a time when you've clicked on an epic tag video and been like, nah, this was boring. Falcon doesn't know what he's talking about. He's crazy. No! I hope not. If that has happened, maybe let me know. Anyway, what are we doing? Lair timing from Namshar is way, way, way too late to go for like a Roach Ravager all-in, which he's not doing at all. Creep's spreading pretty well, though. These Hounds are trying to deny that. HeroMarine, he likes to go bio. I have seen him go mech before, but he really likes his bio more than anything else. Yeah, 1 starport, 1 factory, barracks across the just across the way. Third base coming in here from HeroMarine. I did recently cast a TVZ on this very map, and it was nuts. It was between Kawaiian and Warren, I believe it was. The 2 GM players, really great in their own right, and that was a great game. That was an epic CVT craziness. And again, I think it got 2,300 views, which is like, wow. You guys only want the most amazing, highest level stuff, which again, I get. Right? Like, I understand it. As a ball sports fan especially, if somebody's like, this was an incredible high school basketball game, I'd be like, yeah. But I do like college, and college is basically a step down from the pros, so maybe consider GM master level games as college level, and like Super Pro as NBA, NFL level, or like Premier League versus other. I don't even know what the level below Premier League would be. Champions League. I don't know. What is it? Soccer fans, tell me what it is. So Banelings are out. Got an infestation pit on the way. Going for 1-1 for those Lings and those Banelings, which implies to me we're going to see Ultralisks here from Namshar, which I am a big, stupid fan of. I like Ultras in this matchup, especially if the Terran player hasn't quite had the time or the inclination to tech up to anything other than Marines and a couple tanks, because Ultras will roll that. But I don't think that's what's happening here. Tanks in production, working on a ton of Marines here. HeroMarine is nothing if not consistent to his name. Link trying to get that surround so the Banelings can hit. And the target fire, though, is going to be pretty good here, forcing the liftoff. Nicely done by Namshar. Namshar not messing around today. I like what he's doing. He seems pretty on top of his game. He's got a 4th base here. He's up 64 to 62 workers. So Different Hooks is coming in. Just not quite yet. Creep's Tumor is getting sniped down and burned down by this Terran army. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this, kiddos? Oh, these Lings trying to sneak on in here, trying to pick up some of these reinforcements as they come out of that natural base. They're going to get a tank if they want it. And they do want it. So it's dead. Bunch of Marines going down here too. Actually forcing HeroMarine to send his whole army back home to deal with this. That, an overreaction for sure. Although Namshar engaging off of creep. Yeah, get back on that creep, man. Force HeroMarine to come to you. Let that tumor finish. Woo! This tumor barely finishes. That was close. That was a close one. Hive on the way from Namshar at 8 minutes, which I mean, almost done here at 8 minutes for Namshar, which I am in love with. HeroMarine just making Marines, man. It is Marines. It is 2-2. It is a Marauder. I don't... this worries me. I mean, you don't have to start going for Marauders and Liberators now, but oh, those tanks getting sniped is so good for the incoming Ultralisks that we're going to be dealing with. These Lings are just 1-1, but without medevac support, they're going to do okay against that group. But then medevac show up in reinforcements, and the Lings have to get out of there. So creep spread looking pretty good, I gotta say, for Namshar, considering how aggressive HeroMarine has been today. The creep is looking decent. Seen a lot of Zerg players die because that creep got pushed back to one of their bases, like right on top of their bases, and they couldn't really engage with Banelings, and bad stuff happened. But guess what? Ultralisk Cavern in production. We are there. HeroMarine just pumping 9 Marines at a time. Did he get some SCVs there? 0 SCVs have been killed, so that was a beautiful defensive pull on that Baneling run-by attempt. Wow. You got right into that mineral line, but there are no SCVs to kill. How insane is that? HeroMarine, you're stupid good at this game. You just are, man. All right, man. You're on a bit of a timer here, HeroMarine. That's all I'm trying to say. I love you. I do. I think what you're doing is just fantastic. You're playing so well, but you have to account for that Tier 3 transition. He's making Liberators now, and he's making 2 Marauders instead of just the 1 that he's been making this entire game with every cycle. And Namshar is just delaying. He doesn't want to kill this army until the Ultras pop, but Chitinous plating on the way, +3 attack on the way. Adrenal glands about 50% complete. Lings running up, trying to find places to go here. And gain, where are your scans, HeroMarine? I assume you're tossing down mules, is what I'm looking at here, because otherwise these tumors should be dead. First Ultralisk in production. There you go. There is your scan. Ooh, Baneling's hiding up here. All right, all right. That's fair enough, I suppose. And HeroMarine just kind of waiting around. 3 more Ultras in production. He's making another tank. He's only got 1. I mean, that's the thing. Namshar is delaying as much as he can here, because HeroMarine wants to push on this base and kill it, because if he can pull that off, he's going to have a good time. Namshar does have to engage a little bit more than he wants to, because there are so many units so close to that hatchery. But the Ultras are starting to pop now. There's already 1 out. There's already 1 out here. Marauder production. 2 at a time. Liberators 2 at a time. I do not know. Liberator up. Liberator up. And chasing off creep again. The tank firing. Really important here for HeroMarine. But I think if Namshar just turns this sucker around and starts going for it, which he is, by the way, these tanks are dead, and then the Marines aren't going to do as much as they want against these Ultras. So 7 drones went down up here at this base at the Liberator before it got taken out. It is still 66 to 66 workers. Namshar has a lead. Wait, this Liberator did not get taken out. That's a problem. Liberator has up to 7 kills. All right. There is no Spire to handle her either. I like the use of Liberators to harass Namshar. So, okay, the Ultra Tech is here. Could see some Infestors, which I would love to see some Infestors out of Namshar. I really think that's what separates the amateurs from the pros, and Namshar has made money from playing StarCraft, so he's absolutely a pro. It's just you can't stand and fight anymore, even if you're off creep. You used to kind of be able to stand and fight off creep, target fire those Banelings, but now that there are this many Ultralisks, and now that they have the upgrades that they do, which is full upgrades, it's going to be a bad time. So we're 12 minutes into this thing. We got full upgrades on the Banelings, the Lings, and the Ultralisks. This is where bases die. Meanwhile, little drop here at Namshar's attempt at a 5th base. Will get cleaned up. I really don't think there's a reason to go home, Namshar. All right. There we go. There's the Baneling attack that we were waiting for. Income has favored Namshar. It's going to continue to favor Namshar as HeroMarine is down to 46 workers now. Oh boy, this is not good for the Terran player. He's trying to make more Liberators, more Marauders now. 4 Marauders at a time. Ling's going after a sensor tower is a nice snipe. That basically blinds HeroMarine. Force a liftoff on HeroMarine's attempt at a 4th base. If he had Burrow, he could burrow in there. Okay, Vipers are acceptable casters here. I'd like to see Infestors, but Vipers are cool too. I mean, I like them a little bit better against mech, but you can still Blinding Cloud these tanks and take them out of the equation for battles here and there. I was told that I kind of skip around too much on my casting style. That's a lot of dead. Whoa! 18 dead SCVs and 20 dead SCVs and some dead mules there. We might just be dead, you guys. We're looking at it. We're feeling it in our bones. HeroMarine does not look great. He's at 128 to 92 army supply. He has a lead there, but nothing else is looking that great for him. He doesn't have a bank. He doesn't have any kind of a worker lead at all. He's down 74 to 33 workers. And coming onto creep is just abject suicide. That said, more Liberator stuff happening down here at this 5th base for the Zerg player. Abduct on the Liberator is not a bad idea. I don't know what kind of anti-air you have, but it does take them out of defender mode. So that helps quite a bit. Baneling's getting hits on the Marauders. Not enough to kill them necessarily, but does soften them up for those Ultralisk cleaving attacks. And Namshar decides to pull back. Again, Terran is not dead until they're dead. They could be down to 34 workers and still win this game. I have seen it. 38 Lings in production, 3 Corruptors in production. HeroMarine does not have a huge army here right now, but he's going to take down that hatch unless Namshar engages with this army, which he does. He comes in from different angles, gets some Baneling hits. There are Corruptors coming in. Liberators getting huge shots off on those Ultralisks, though. But then Corruptors dealing with the Liberators summarily and only got 2 kills anyway. So it's 57 to 34 workers. sucking energy directly off that extractor. Income is definitely favoring the Zerg player right now. He just has more bases and more workers, but HeroMarine is back, baby. You're going to come in here again. Ultralisk's kind of getting mowed down here by these +3 attack Marauders. They only have +2 armor, but the +3 attack is really nice regardless. Banelings and Lings jumping on top of these Marauders. Lings so good against Marauders that they can surround them, which is generally true for any unit, really. Anything Zerglings can get a big surround on is going to have a hard time fending them off, with the exception of, like, Planetary Fortresses. But even if the Lings are fully upgraded, Planetary Fortresses can do pretty well and stand against that. Anyway, I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted by incredible StarCraft, somebody told me I jump around too much. I'm too skippy. I need to use more of the scrolling maneuvers here. So I'll try to do that. I don't know. I didn't really think of how hard it would be for people to keep up on the minimap if I'm jumping from kind of location to location here, trying to show you what's going on in different bases and kind of show you what tech is available and stuff like that. It's a very fine line to balance, everyone. Very, very difficult indeed. That drop attempt from HeroMarine seems a little bit ill-fated, as their Corruptor's hot on its trail. Actually, that's not a drop attempt at all. That was an empty medevac. What? You tried dropping somewhere and bad things happened? Maybe. See, look, either I jump down here and I'm like, oh, an army, or I go like this. What do you guys prefer? You prefer the scrolling? I also kind of feel like the scrolling as Lings roll into this 4th base of HeroMarine. I think Namshar has this game, you guys. He just sniped an orbital command. What do you prefer? I've always felt that scrolling is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little disorienting, but I guess jumping around is disorienting as well, right? I can see both sides of this argument. Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it. I read every comment anybody ever makes on any of my videos, ever, I promise. You go back and watch something I posted 3 years ago, leave a comment, I'll see it. YouTube allows me to do that. Anyway, Ultras, Corruptors, Banelings coming in, really just wrecking, and that is it, man. That is your GG. Namshar takes the win in a super intense 17-minute ZVT, where it just came down to, I want to say it came down to Namshar's harassment, right? It came down to his ability to kill 56 SCVs in this game. He wiped out the economy over here in the 3rd a couple times. He never really let the 4th base get up and running for any level, which means HeroMarine is on 2 bases effectively against a, I mean, it's not a 7-basing Zerg, but it's a 5-basing Zerg who has lost 35 drones himself, but never lost a hatchery, which is a huge deal. If you never lose a hatchery in a game like this, you're going to do pretty well generally. Resources lost about even, 27,000 and 27,000, but all that means is, as the Terran player, that's bad. You need to be killing more stuff than stuff that you're losing. You need to be more cost efficient against the Zerg, because they win by being less cost efficient but making more stuff. 400 Lings died. 398 Lings went down. I love that he had the upgrades he did. The full 3-3 and the adrenal glands. He had chitinous plating and 3-3 on the Ultralisks. He got those Vipers in for abducts on the Liberators, and then just started making Corruptors. He didn't lose a Corruptor in this game. No, he made 8 Corruptors and never lost a single one. That's also very impressive. Corruptors are tanky. I mean, they do have a certain level of armor there, but still, against a Terran player, it's really kind of impressive that none of them died at all for Namshar today. 53 creep tumors just died, which shows how much HeroMarine worked to, clear that creep and take out those creep tumors. It was very, very impressive. 61 Marauders, about 200 Marines went down, 10 tanks went down, and that tank count was never very high. It helps against the Ultras if you have like 10 tanks just kind of sitting back there shelling away, but I want to say I never saw more than 3 in any one engagement there, and that's just not as strong, not what you need versus that much of a Terran player, or that much of a Zerging Ultralisk style player there. So great job by Namshar. I was expecting, honestly, a win from HeroMarine, but nope, Namshar dug deep and pulled it out, and he looked good today. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.